Maagham na umaga po sa ating lahat and hello sa ating 53 live viewers na nakatune in sa aming Facebook page na DOST Tapi at mga nag-register upang makakuha ng link sa ating plenary hall ng ating virtual platform. Good morning po. Ilang mga friendly reminders lamang po. Please mute your microphones to lessen background noise. Should you have questions, please type them in the Q&A section. We will address all your concerns immediately. And lastly, please like and share this live stream and use the hashtag #WeRiseAsOne.
Ako po si Matt Villanueva. With me is Hanika Maghirang, your host for the Regional Invention Contest and Exhibits, or RICE, in Mimaropa. So this marks a historic event dahil itong unang pagkakataon na gaganapin ng RICE on a virtual platform dahil sa pandemic. And we hope that all of you are safe in this very trying time.
Tama, Matt. Sana ay lagi tayong mag-iingat tuwing kailangan lumabas ng bahay. Siyempre, suot ang ating mga face mask at face shields. At huwag natin din kakalimutan na mag-observe ng social distancing. Speaking of virtual platform, makikita niyo po sa ating mga screens, ayan, ang mga exhibits ng mga finalists ng RICE Mimaropa. Yan po, pakita natin sa ating mga screen ang magiging virtual platform. Pwede nyo pong i-explore ang virtual hallway, virtual centerpiece, at virtual plenary hall. Maaari lamang pong pindutin ang mga button sa kanang gilid kung saan nyo nais pumunta. Yan, nakita po natin sa ating mga screens ang ating virtual platform for RICE in Mimaropa. Now, RICE is a nationwide biennial competition that recognizes the exemplary contributions and commendable innovations of Filipino inventors.
That's right, Hanika. Ito rin ang nagsisabing qualifying round for the National Invention Contest and Exhibits, o NICE, na gaganapin naman sa susunod na taon. So to formally start our program, may we call on Dr. Maria Josefina Piapilay, Regional Director of DOST Mimaropa, for her welcome remarks.
Guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Allow me to congratulate all our incredibly talented finalists who are here today to showcase their research and inventions despite the challenges of the pandemic. RICE is held today in a virtual medium for the first time, and it might not have been the same experience as a face-to-face one, but we know that science and technology connect us closer to one another. We all share the passion to innovate and collaborate to tackle challenges and seize emerging opportunities ahead. The theme of this year's RICE, Invention at Inobasyon para sa Kalusugan, Kabuhayan, Kaayusan at Kinabukasan, aims to highlight the role of science, technology, and innovation in shaping prosperity and sustainability in different sectors of the society, most especially at a time where lives are disrupted and threatened by current health crisis. DOST has been conducting RICE to continue stimulating Filipinos' investigative spirit, promote creativity, and motivate people like you to further your pursuit of scientific knowledge. Innovation is a critical component of the industrial revolution we are currently embarking on. And now all of you are here today to prove that Filipinos will always rise above the challenge. You are now change makers, whether you are working on a super complex or relatively simple innovation. Now, more than ever, innovation is critical and more inventors and innovators like you are needed by the country. We need to develop such young minds who have intrinsic lust for new ideas and creations and produce future technopreneurs for the society and nation to adapt and become globally competitive. This is why DOST aims to give a more holistic assistance to innovators like you. I am pleased to share with you that DOST Mimaropa will be leading a new initiative of DOST called Transforming R&D Outputs into Innovations through Technopreneurship and Customer Validation, or TransD. This initiative aims to capacitate willing and interested RISE winners by providing technopreneurship training to develop technopreneur capability, assistance to patent searching and patent drafting, to facilitate application for IP protection of technologies or entries, avenue to link with potential adapter investors, and link to relevant appropriate programs of DOST and their respective SUCs. The project will run from September 2021 to April 2022. Of course, it is with great pleasure that I announce that interested winners of the 2021 Mimaropa Prize would also be part of the project. Also, tomorrow, August 11, DOST Mimaropa will be conducting a forum entitled Opportunities for Inventions and Innovations, Protecting and Commercializing Your Ideas. We invited speakers from different institutions to help you understand the intellectual property system and its importance to your innovations, as well as introduce you to the available programs, services, and facilities that could help bring your inventions to the market. These activities aim to prepare you in ensuring that your research outputs reach those who could most benefit from them. I hope that you will take advantage of all the activities, programs, and services in store for you. Again, congratulations and good luck to all finalists. Have fruitful days ahead. Thank you and stay safe.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Abilay, for the welcome remarks. Pero paano nga ba nagsimula ang RISE? To explain about RISE and its rationale, please welcome Mr. Romeo M. Havate, Officer in charge of Office of the Director of the Technology Application and Promotion Institute.
Technology Secretary, Professor Fortunato T. de la Peña, to the DOST Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho A. Maborang, to our DOST Regional Directors, to the heads and faculty of the Academy, to our Inventors Association and Research Institution, to our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to witness your attendance to the opening ceremonies of the 2021 Regional Invention Contest and Exhibits, or RISE. Allow me to take you back memory lane, as it is my honor to provide you a brief history and rationale of RISE. On 28 April 1992, Republic Act 7459, also known as the Inventors and Invention Incentives Act of the Philippines, was enacted into law. Among the many incentives stipulated in the Act includes tax rewards as prizes in national contests, tax incentives, exemptions in the commercialization of invention, invention-related assistance funds for the development and protection of invention through intellectual property, an invention guarantee fund for the full commercialization of the invention, among others. As mandated by RA 7459, we at the Technology Application and Promotion Institute are tasked to conduct the national contest to provide due recognition and encouragement to the hard work and persistence of our local inventors, innovators, and researchers. The history of the said contest during the early years of its implementation would show us that an annual conduct was organized until 2008. It was noted in the early conducts that most winners are from the National Capital Region and nearby regions such as Calabarzon and Region 3. Because these regions were able to submit their entries on time, while regions far from Manila were unable to meet the set deadline for screening and evaluation. Problems on late deliveries, as well as cost of sending documents from the regions to Manila, were raised. Thus, we realized the need to improve the screening process and minimize the cost of sending entries to accommodate the provinces in the region. In 2009 and 2010, we were able to create and coordinate the regional cluster screenings in close collaboration with the DOST regional offices. The regions would send entries to determine the finalists that would represent the said clusters. Four clusters were formed to represent the regions, namely North Luzon, South Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao clusters. From the clustering, it was noted that the chances of the regions winning has drastically increased. The move has also translated in a way of encouraging inventors and researchers in the regions to participate and bring their invention closer to the locality. After conducting the regional cluster screening for 2 years, we have wanted to reach as many participants in the region, especially the far-flung ones. Hence, RISE was conceived in 2011. Since budget is a major concern to the conduct of RISE, we have decided to hold RISE every other year, also as a means for the regions to prepare and send the best and the brightest invention and research outputs we expect from them. The decision has garnered positive feedback from our stakeholders that we began to conduct RISE in 2011, 2013, and 2015. In the national contest in the years after RISE, specifically 2012, 2014, and 2016. And the rest is what we call legacy in the context of Philippine Invention Contest. We have created 6 categories in which inventors and researchers get the chance to compete in. These categories are the Tuklas Award for Outstanding Invention, Unlad Award for Outstanding Utility Model, Banghai Award for Outstanding Industrial Design, Likha Award for Outstanding Creative Research, and Sibul Award for Outstanding Student Creative Research, which is further categorized into high school and college levels. We have always believed the potentials of Filipino inventors, as many of our local inventors and innovators are just waiting to be discovered and rediscovered. For years, rice has been a viable component for the many lives of our Filipino inventors who have competed in the coveted contest, from a budding inventor to a household name in the chosen industry. And so, as early as now, allow me to congratulate every one of you for participating in this year's prize and for making all of us in the science community proud. You are all winners. Mabuhay and have a prosperous day ahead.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Habate, and good morning po ulit sa ating 90 Facebook Live viewers today. Ganoon pala nagsimula ang RISE. Isang magandang hakbangin nga ito na i-encourage ang participation ng mga regions sa ating patimpalak. Ngayon naman, para sa keynote message, we are very fortunate at tayo po ay pinaunlakan ng ating butihing DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña para sa kanyang keynote message.
Honorable guests, friends and colleagues from the government, academe, private industries, individual inventors and inventors organizations, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I speak before you today. The Regional Invention Contest and Exhibits, more popularly known as RISE, is one of the many initiatives of the Technology Application and Promotion Institute of the Department of Science and Technology, in collaboration with the DOST regional offices, to showcase the ingenuity of Filipino inventors in developing high-impact technologies. We believe that there are many local inventors and innovators waiting to be discovered and rediscovered, and this event signifies the importance of inventions and innovations in accelerating and sustaining our country's economic and social development. One of our notable metrics engaging their importance is the Global Innovation Index, or the GII, which started in 2007. The index computes an economy's performance in innovation, particularly on the level of knowledge and technology outputs, as well as creative outputs, including intellectual property filings. Now, RISE provides due recognition and encouragement to the hard work and persistence of our local inventors and researchers as one of the strategies to improve our ranking in the GII. The department is one with all of you throughout your journey in promoting a science-based community that pushes the boundaries in attaining a self-sufficient and self-sustaining Philippines. Technological innovations contribute to business sophistication and market competitiveness in the local and global settings. Inventions and innovations also contribute to economic growth and, more importantly, ease the lives of our people. In fact, RISE has touched and changed the many lives of our Filipino inventors from a budding inventor to a household name in their chosen industry since its inception. Past winners of RISE have availed of other leading programs of DOST TAPI in commercializing their invention and creating an impact to society by creating livelihood projects in the community. Let me cite some examples. We have Engineer Rodrigo Duque of Baguio City, a recipient of the 2013 and 2015 RISE in the Cordillera Administrative Region under the UNLAD Award for Outstanding Utility Model for his inventions. This is inline water purification and sterilization apparatus, and mineral and oxygen-rich alkaline drinking water purification and sterilization equipment. After winning, Engineer Duque took advantage of the Invention-Based Enterprise Development or EBED program of TAPI, which made possible an increased production capacity of his winning inventions. Other examples include Engineer Eduardo Urcia and Mr. Daniel Camacho, both grand winners of the 2015 RISE in the National Capital Region under the Tuklas Award for Outstanding Invention and UNLAD Award for Outstanding Utility Model, respectively. Engineer Urcia's precast composite block panel with assembly of recycled cylindrical cardboard rolls in fill was further assisted by DOST TAPI under the Industry-Based Invention Development or EBID program, where his invention was mass-produced. On the other hand, Mr. Camacho's Green Eco Toilet System or GETS was assisted under the EBID program, which covered the cost of raw materials in producing 25 units for market testing. As a stepping stone for inventors, RISE helps inventors in reaching their full potential and gaining confidence to maneuver their inventions to the market and eventually transform to a science-based enterprise. I appreciate the active participation of our technology generators for being the very foundation of a nation's progress as far as science and technology is concerned. We will continue to give importance to the role of our researchers and inventors by supporting their capabilities in producing intellectual properties and commercializing their inventions to improve the lives of many Filipinos. A number of outstanding researchers and inventors have been produced by this country and have been a beacon of hope in becoming game changers. And with that, allow me to congratulate every one of you for participating in this year's RISE. May we continue to inspire more innovative minds in searching for the best Filipino invention there is in this land. As hashtag, we rise as one.
Thank you po, Secretary de la Peña, for inspiring and encouraging our researchers, inventors, and innovators to really develop inventions and researches that benefit the lives of many Filipinos and in turn, contribute to national development. So, Hanika, what else do our visitors and viewers expect for this day's event?
Yes, Matt, there's a lot more. They can visit the RISE virtual platform to visit this year's finalists to the RISE in Mimaropa. Kung kayo po ay nag-register, makikita niyo po ang link sa dulo ng registration. Maaari rin po kayong bumisita sa DOST TAPI Facebook page para makita ang link na magdadirect sa inyo sa ating virtual platform. So please go to the virtual platform and invite your friends and family to check our exhibits. And Matt, alam mo ba, pagkatapos din ng opening ceremonies, magkakaroon tayo ng virtual presser. Dito ay magkakaroon ng opportunity ang ating mga kaibigan sa press at media na magtanong sa ating mga key DOST officials. Ito po ay ating mapapanood via live streaming on the DOST TAPI Facebook page at sa plenary hall ng ating virtual platform. Maaari po ninyong bisitahin ang ating virtual platform sa pamamagitan ng pag-click sa link sa ating comments section. Yeah.
Alright, so ipapakita natin yung link sa ating virtual platform.
And nakikita din nila yung link na i-comment via our Facebook page.
Right, that's right. So, kita-kits po tayo sa pag-view ng exhibit na to. Bukas, magkikita-kita rin tayo sa webinar ng DOST Mimaropa tungkol sa opportunities for inventions and innovations, protecting and commercializing your ideas. Ang link ay maaaring makita sa DOST TAPI Facebook page o di kaya naman sa DOST Mimaropa Facebook page. Muli, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Stay tuned for the virtual presser.
And we are live once again. Welcome to the virtual presser of the 2021 Regional Invention Contest and Exhibits, or RISE. My name is John Rian Doringo and I will be your moderator for this part of the activity. Nais natin i-acknowledge ang presence ng ating mga kaibigan mula sa media at press, gayon din ang mga live na nakatutok sa ating Zoom. Isang magandang umaga, magham na umaga sa Bansud National High School. Magandang umaga kay MJ Baliguer of dzmjonline.net. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga po sa Diaryo'ngTagalog.net from Plaridel, Bulacan. Magandang umaga po sa atin mula sa Romblon State University. Live na live po. Isang maghang umaga. Kay Miss Rachel Ganancial ng Palawan News. At gayon din sa ating mga kaibigan mula sa Radyo Pilipinas Palawan, mula kay Miss Miriam Basid at MSTC Bungabo. Magandang umaga po. At sa PIA, Occidental Mindoro, isang maaghang umaga. Maraming salamat po sa pagdalo sa ating event today at kami ay nagagalak at kayo ay laging nariyan sa bawat activity ng Department of Science and Technology. Now, we would like to also acknowledge the presence of our key DOST officials who are seated at the virtual presidential table as our panelists. Today, we have Dr. Ma Josefina P. Abilay, Regional Director of DOST Mimaropa. We also have Mr. Romeo M. Habate, Officer in charge of DOST TAPI, and Ms. Eileen S. Fernando, Supervising Science Research Specialist and RISE Cluster Head of DOST TAPI. Bago tayo magsimula sa ating press conference, isa munang paalala mula sa inyong lingkod. Please type in your name, the media company you are affiliated with, the person the question is directed to, and finally, your question at the Q&A section of our video conferencing app, which is the Zoom. Also, please mute your microphone to lessen background noise. Should you have questions, please type them in the Q&A section. We will address your concerns immediately. Please like and share this live stream and use the hashtag #WeRiseAsOne. So bago po tayo magsimula, isang munang refresher tungkol sa RISE. Ano nga ba ang RISE? Ang RISE ay isang patumpalak na kumikilala sa kagalingan at ambag ng ating local inventors at researchers sa bansa. Anong mga kategorya ang maaaring salihan? Meron tayong 5 major categories na pwedeng paglabanan. We have Tuklas Award for Outstanding Invention, Unlad Award for Outstanding Utility Model, Banghay Award for Outstanding Industrial Design, Digha Award for Outstanding Creative Research, at Sibol Award for Outstanding Student Creative Research na nahati pa sa high school at college levels. Ang ating winners ay pinili ng ating Board of Judges na nirekomenda ng ating DOST Regional Offices. Depende sa sinalihang award, ang mga entries ay ginudge according sa kanilang angking galing at potential for commercialization at iba pa. Ang Tuklas Award winner ay mag-uwi ng 50,000 pesos. Ang Unlad at Banghay Award winners ay mag-uwi ng 25,000 pesos each. At ang Likha at Sibol Award winners ay mag-uwi ng 20,000 per winner. Ngayong taon, magbibigay din tayo ng Best Video Presentation Award tungkol sa mga video na ginawa ng ating finalists. Ang mga video ay mapapanood sa DOS Tapi Facebook page, kaya pumunta lang po doon at makikita po ninyo ang ating 11 finalists from Mimaropa. Ngayon tayo ay official na magsisimula sa ating question and answer. So let's keep the questions coming. Okay, first question from Miss Hermelina Tenorio of Sensya na Tecnopac. I think the question is directed to anyone, so anyone can answer. The question is, in these trying times, what is in store for the winners? Do you support them in the registration, intellectual property, etc.? Any of our panelists can answer. Sir Ronnie?
Yes, good morning po, Ma'am Tenorio. Tama po kayo, yung mga winners ay sinusuportahan po yan ng ating opisina in terms of intellectual property protection. At hindi lang po yun, isa lang po yun sa mga programa ng TAPI na pwedeng makatulong doon sa mga winners natin. For example po, yung commercialization niya, kailangan po niya ng prototyping, mga ganun po, pwede po namin siyang ma-assistihan. So actually, yung po yung working na program na ginagawa po ng Mimaropa, ka-approve lang today, nila Doc Abilay, yun pong tinatawag nilang Trans-D. Yung lahat po ng winners po na yun, ay tuturuan po nila sa technocracy at saka po ano po yung mga program ng TAPI o DOST na pwede nilang mag-avail. Basta po yun lahat ay mga winners po yun. Yun po yung aming programa na makaka-assist sa kanila. Hindi lang po siya financial, technical, at saka po, I think si Dr. Avila ay meron po dito additional na remarks. Meron din pong premium.
Hello, thank you, Mr.
Sige po.
Ako na ba?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Salamat. Salamat, Mr. Romy. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Katulad ng nasabi ni Mr. Romy, merong mga complementary services ang TAPI at saka iba pang DOST agencies including the regional offices. But meron kaming bagong program na sa buong DOST regional offices together with TAPI na nagagawin para sa mga rice spinners. Kasi nga na ang rice ay parang ma-stimulate ang creativity na ating mga malikhaing mga bata. Gusto natin na hindi lang tumigil doon sa kanilang pagiging malikhain. Kailangan yung mga nilikha nila ay mapakinabangan ng sosyedad, ng society. Para naman po, yung mga investments natin ng gobyerno at saka ng kanilang private time ay pagkaroon ng return. So, ilalayo natin na sana mapagkakitaan nila ang kanilang mga inbensyon para maging inobasyon. Kaya yung sinabi kanina ni Mr. Romy na training, yun ay naghihintay sa mga mananalo. Pero kasama doon ang mga nanalo noong 2017 at saka 2019 at idadagdag na natin yung mga mananalo ngayong 2021 kasi every other year lang itong rice natin. Pero hindi naman namin po kinocompel ang lahat. Yun lang interested at saka willing na mag-move on sa kanilang mga inventions para makarating sa target market at maging negosyo o mapagkakitaan. Isa po yun sa mga pwedeng i-look forward ng mga winners. At dagdag dyan ay marami pang hindi nakakaalam kung ano pa ang pwedeng magawa ng DOST system para sa mga inventors kung manalo man o hindi. So tomorrow mag-attend po kayo para mapakinig nyo ano pa ang pwede naming magawa sa kanila. Nandun din po yung TAPI. Kasi sila po kasi yung pinaka core agency ng DOST system na nag-a-attend sa mga inventor o mga creative people na katulad nyo para sa mga assistants para hindi pa kayo tumigil sa sayang po yung mga napanalunan nyo. Alam ko ay maraming oras ang ginugulo dyan, maraming resources. So sana magkaroon ng balik sa bawat isa yung mga i-invest nyo lahat dyan na oras at saka po lahat ng resources. Yan, salamat.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Abilay. Okay, for our second question, also we'd like to acknowledge everyone who's signing in today, joining us for the virtual presser. Mr. John Mark Forcado from Philippine Daily Inquirer from Marinduque. Magandang umaga po. Second question from Rachel Ganancial of Palawan News. I think everyone can answer. How does TOST see the impact of the pandemic to the local innovators, inventors, and researchers of our region, particularly Mimaropa, in producing inventions and researches that will be beneficial for the community? Do the agency think that it is an inspiration for them? So I think Dr. Abilay can answer this.
Sige, salamat. Sino ba ang Rian? Anong tawag sa'yo, Rian o June? Ano pa, pinapronounce ang pangalan mo, Iho? Rian, Ryan, o June? Ano bang tawag sa'yo? Itong ating moderator.
Jan na lang po.
Jan. Jan, hindi June. Okay, Jan. Salamat, Jan. Anong impact ng pandemic sa ating mga researcher? Iniisip ko nga. Pero hindi sila tumitigil eh. Actually, meron kaming, sa case ng Mimaropa, meron kaming regular na meeting sa mga faculty researchers ng mga iba't ibang SUC sa Mimaropa region. Tuloy-tuloy ang pagtrabaho. Nagsiset kami, nagre-review kami ng mga ginagawang R&D, and then pagkatapos ng R&D, yung mga results, anong gagawin. Tuloy ang aming training ng entrepreneurship, and then nagpa-training din kami ng yung paano mag-apply ng intellectual property. Yun po kasing technopreneurship, yun yung ang ating kasing mga, usually ang ating mga inventor ay may pagka-technical ang kanilang thinking process. Hindi lahat, pero mas marami sila na ganun ang thinking process. So gusto natin na sana sila mismo by themselves ang magkaroon ng technopreneurial thinking capabilities. Kaya tinitraining namin sila technopreneurship. And yun kasing, as mentioned kanina ng topic, yung ating mga nilikha, yung mga naka-display dyan, naka-exhibit, ay kung hindi ito mai-apply ng intellectual property right, ay pwede itong ma-dequat ng iba. So dapat within 1 year na exhibit o nailabas sa public, makapag-apply na po ng intellectual property. Kaya right away, tinraining na po namin yung mga faculty researcher na paano mag-apply. At ang workshop na binigyan namin sa kanila, training workshop, ay sa end ng 5-day training ay ready na yung kanilang application at na-appreciate naman nila at agad-agad pag uwi nila, naiwan na ang mga application nila dun sa iPod field. So, wala tayong tigil sa pagtrabaho with our faculty researchers. And I'm sure ganun din yung ating mga sa ibang category. Kunyari yung mga high school, ganun din po sila. Otherwise ay hindi natin makikita ang kanilang mga output, mga gandang output dito po sa ating exhibition today. Wala pong tigil miski may pandemic. I-restricted ang movement, siguro naabala ng onti kasi lalo na ngayon, hard lockdown, ECQ, hindi maka-go around anytime you wish. Ngayon, medyo sobrang ingat tayo. Siguro may onting abala, pero tuloy pa din ang pagtrabaho na parang katulad din ng normal. Yun, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abilay. No? Talagang napaka-inspirational ng sinabi ni Doc na talagang kahit na may pandemic tayo ngayon, ay tuloy-tuloy at sige-sige pa rin tayo sa pagtulong sa ating inventors, researchers, at innovators. Para naman po sa part ni Tapi, Sir Romy or Mama Eileen, ano po bang impact ng pandemic sa ating pagbibigay ng serbisyo o programa sa ating mga inventors?
Eileen, go muna, Eileen. Eileen?
Para naman po sa mga assistants ng TAPI, naging flexible po ang TAPI to cope with this pandemic. So pwede na rin po ngang mag-apply online, especially dun sa mga need ng assistance like dun sa venture financing or dun sa ating intellectual for IP application. And then Yun nga po, meron din kaming mga safety protocol, health protocol for the employee as well. And then yun nga, yung flexibility as to the assistance provided to our inventors or particularly mga stakeholders, SMEs, inventors. Yan po. Thank you.
Diyan, ay dagdag ko lang din kay Aileen at kay Doc Abilay. Ang copy po ay hindi naman po namin nililimitahan sa mga rice winners lang po or NIW winners. Meron din po kami mga walk-in dito sa opisina na mga individual inventors na hindi naman po sumali sa mga contest na ganyan. Yun po ay aming ina-attestihan through email, whatsoever. Pero yun po ay online na lang po yung aming magtanggap sa kanila. So, tama po si Eileen, hindi po namin sila nire-require na pumunta rito sa opisina o physically mag-submit ng mga documents and requirements dito po sa aming opisina. So, yun po yung isang naging adjustment namin para hindi po maputol ang aming servisyo sa mga individual inventors, group of inventors, etc., mga researchers, innovators. Thank you po.
Salamat po, Sir Romy and Tamaylin. Dugtungan ko lang po, no, dahil kung nagkaroon po tayo ng pandemic, through the icpag.techtrans.gov.ph, pwede na po ang ating inventors, researchers, at innovators na mag-submit ng kanilang intellectual property applications online at makikita din po doon ang kanilang status o updates ng kanilang application. So, pwede niyong i-visit icpag.techtrans.gov.ph. Okay. From Miss Christine Gonzalez of Today Online. For anyone, how many entries were there who joined for this year for every category? Thanks. And how were the winners picked? I can figure out. Yeah, I can start answering. We have 65 entries for Mimaropa for all of the categories. So nagkaroon po tayo ng, kahit po mahirap ang pag-submit ng entries dahil nga po pandemic, meron po tayong 65 entries. And out of the 65 entries, nagkaroon po tayo ng top 5 for each category. For this year, meron po tayong 6 finalists for Cibol Award for High School, 4 finalists for Likha Award, and 1 entry for Unlad Award. How were the winners picked? We have a panel of judges na inendorso ng DOST Mimaropa sa pangunguna ni Mr. Tom B. Briñas as chair. So, ganun po ang naging sistema natin sa pagpipili ng mga winners bawat kategorya. Meron pa po ba tayong idadagdag?
Aileen.
Okay, so let's go to the next question from Miss Miriam Basig of Radyo Pilipinas, Palawan. We understand po na yung winners, ang rice winners will be supported by DOST for the commercialization of their inventions. How about po ang iba pang finalists or ibang sumali na may potential din na mga entries or may konti lang kakulangan? Matutulungan din po kaya sila? Paano po? At or they need o kailangan po nilang sumali ulit sa kanilang sa susunod na rice activities?
Thank you for the question po. Hindi po namin sila nililimitahan. Nasabi ko kanina, even they are not winners, pwede po silang matulungan ng TAPI. So, actually, yung iba pong mas marami po nag-inquire sa amin, assistant namin. Hindi naman po sila rice winners or entry noong mga previous rice. So, pwede po din namin silang matulungan. Ano po yung assistance na ibibigay po namin doon sa mga winners, yun din po yung may apply namin sa kanila. Kung nakikita po nilang talagang malaki ang potential, then why not? So, yun po ay pwede nyo matulungan.
Hello, John. Hello,
Yes, yes, Dr. Abila, yes po. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Yung sinabi ko kanina na TransT, doon natututunan ng inventor ang sinasabing technology readiness level niya. Nasaan na ba siya? At yun na mag-determine kung talaga ba siya ay ready na to go to the market. Kung hindi pa, dun sa training na yun, mapapag-aralan niya kung paano makarating sa mataas na TRL level 9 wherein ready ka na talaga mag-commercialize. At saka sa dulo ng training na yon, meron tayong tinatawag na pitching or demo day wherein merong mga imbitahan ng mga possible users or investor adapters sa mga technology. So kung very promising ang technology mo at kinarir mo yung training and therefore gumaling ka sa pag-pitching, malamang makakakuha ka ng adapter investor. So, yun pong adapter investor, yun na yung magpapalicense ng technology mo. Magiging licensee, o baka pwede niyang bilihin kung gusto mong ipagbili at bitiwan mo ng karapatan mo sa bagong invention mo. O pwede mo lang ding i-license siya. So, dadaan tayo sa mga proseso, katulad ng Fairness Opinion Report. Kami na po sa DOST assist sa inyo. So, yun ang isang nakita ko na magandang dun sa mga gusto talagang ituloy ang kanilang mga invention, yung mahal na mahal ang invention nila at bilip na bilip sa invention at napakalaki ng potential, pwede po kayo mag-proceed sa training na yun para kayo ay para ma-ready ang inyong technology. Kasi po yung mga technology na invention natin, hindi pa yan talaga nandun sa pinakataas na level na pwede na talaga mag-invest ang investor, ang negosyante. Yung iba dyan ay hindi pa talaga ready yung prototype. Pwede pa siya ayusin o improve para maging ready siya for an investor's use. Mga ganong bagay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arbilay. No, napakagandang programa po yan mula sa Mimaropa at sa regional offices. No? Ina-assess ang technology or invention para maging ready sa market, para mag-fit sa market. At hindi lang yun, hindi lang basta nire-ready ang readiness ng technology, kundi hinahanapan pa ng investors na pwedeng mag-adopt o mag-transfer ng technology. Napaka-holistic po ng programa. Kaya kung kayo po ay may invention sa technologies, maaari lang po kayo makapag-unayan sa regional offices, sa TAPI at kung saan pong DOST agency kayo malapit. Okay, let's move on from Mr. Voltaire De Quina from PIA Occidental Mindoro. Kadalasan po nasagot ng ating mga inventor at mananaliksik ang kanilang initial expenses na isang balakid sa mga walang kakayahang pondohan ang kanilang project. May programa po ba ang pamahalaan through DOST upang matulungan ng mga mahihirap nating mamamayan na may magandang research work, subalit napipigilang gawin ito dahil sa kawalang pondo?
Mr. Robbie?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, dito po sa TAPI, actually, ang ibig mo sabihin, Jundi, yung R&D component, R&D financial assistance, yung tinatanong. Tama ba mo?
I think pwede naman po natin sagutin in general kung R&D pa po ba ito o kung sa commercialization state o pre-commercialization state. Pwede naman po natin sagutin in general kung R&D pa po ba ito o kung sa kanilang initial expenses.
Adalhin natin sa konteksto ng program ng TAPI. Kasi dito po sa TAPI, meron po kami dalawang stages na pag-assist dun sa mga inventors. Una po, yung tinatawag po namin pre-commercialization na stage ng technology, ng invention, utility model whatsoever. Ito po ay assistance ng TAPI na grant po siya. So ito po yung tinatawag po natin, halimbawa po, yung prototyping, commercial prototyping, mga ganyan po. Yun po ay grant po na binibigay ng TAPI. Pero dadaan po yan sa normal evaluation at may mga certain criteria po. Pwede po namin bigay sa inyo yung criteria. And then, yung isa po na assistance para sa commercialization na siya. Ibig sabihin po, nagdaan siya sa mga commercial prototype, piloting, nagdaan na po sa doon, may na-test na po sa market. So pwede na po namin siyang matulungan doon sa programa namin na venture financing, kung ano pong program dito na. Kaya lang po, ang pagkakaiba po nito, ito po ay subject for refund. Yun po yung isang assistance namin. Pero dapat po ay kung bago-bago lang po sila, yung po isang programa nga namin na prep-com kung tawagan namin, yun po yung mga piloting, prototyping, yun po ay a grant. Kaklari ko lang po, yun po ay grant during the initial stage na production ng invention. So after po doon, nakasurvive na siya ron, yun lang po kasi talaga ang medyo malaking problema nila para matest po sa market, kung siya po ay viable. So pwede na po siyang pumunta doon sa commercialization stage. Yun po yung medyo malaki na yung aming assistance, but subject for refund. Meron po kaming specific guidelines din po. Pero po yung research and development, ay wala po kaming assistance to DOST Central Office po ang meron po doon na mga pondo. Pero po ang alam ko po doon is mga institution. Tama ba ako, Doc Abilay? Mga institutional po yung binibigyan ng assistance doon ng ating mga council.
Oo, mga ganun. Pero kung mga researcher ang ating pinapag-usapan, ay ang funding niyan na gumagawa ng proposal and then sinasubmit sa kanilang kanya-kanya kung nasaan silang higher education institute o di kaya kung ikaw ay high school, sa science high school kung nasaan ka, doon merong possible funding sa mga research. I'm sure sa mga HEIs o higher education institutions, mga tertiary level, galing yun sa kanilang kanya-kanyang university or colleges. Pwede ding mag-propose sa labas ng kanilang HEIs, yun yung sinasabi ni Mr. Romy kanina na isa-submit sa mga iba-ibang councils ng DOST. Depende kung anong discipline, kung saan papatak na discipline ang iyong proposal, kung sa agriculture ba, aquatic, kung health o industry, may iba-ibang councils po tayo na pwedeng pag-submitan ng mga proposals natin para makadevelop ng bagong invention.
Thank you very much po, Dr. Abilay and Sir Romy. I think we have last question for the virtual presser from Ms. Rachel Palawan. Rachel of Palawan News. Kailan po ang magiging final selection or announcement of winners? I think I can answer this. Our final selection. So tomorrow po, this is not open for public, but we will have a Q&A of our finalists with the Board of Judges. That will be 9 o'clock a.m. Pero ito po ay hindi open sa public dahil may mga information po tayo na hindi dapat baka masabi na hindi pa protected. Pero ang final selection and announcement of winners will be done in August 12 at 1 p.m. during our closing and awarding ceremonies for Mimaropa. Okay, so
before you throw the next question, gusto ko lang magdagdag ng konti sa sinabi kong prototype kanina kasi hindi ko memorize. Nakikita ko na yung reference. Doon sa sinasabing TRL about prototype, meron tayong small scale prototype, large scale prototype, at saka prototype system. Yung small scale mo sa lab lang yon, galing lang sa lab. Kapag large scale ka na-test na siya sa intended environment. Kapag prototype system na tested in intended environment, close to expected performance. So, meron pang 3 steps above that one. So, kaya nga from exhibit, hindi kaya kailangan mag-undergo pa po yung mga interested and willing ng mga inventor para umabante sa pinakamataas na TRL ang inyong mga technology para ready na po siya i-adapt ng investor.
Thank you. Salamat. Thank you very much, Dr. Abilay. I think ang key takeaway natin dyan ay talagang inaalagaan natin ang ating inventors sa pamamagitan ng kanilang invention sa technology para ma-reach nito ang kanyang potential at malagay ito sa merkado o sa market. So yun po ang goal natin sa DOST sa pamamagitan ng DOST regional offices sa DOST TAPI. Before we end the virtual presser, meron po ba tayong huling mga announcements or mensahe sa ating mga media at sa friends sa press? Sir Ronnie?
Yeah, yes, salamat yun. So, actually, in this year 2021, lahat po ng regions ay magkakaroon po tayo ng Regional Invention Contest and Exhibits. Ito po ang kauna-unahan ngayong 2021. Onward po to hanggang December po ito, ay meron po tayong regional contest na ganito. Ito po ay preliminary or qualifying round for the National Invention Contest and Exhibits next year po. So, abangan nyo po ang yung mga susunod na ating mga ibang region naman po ang may entries. So, makikita nyo po yung mga different technologies and invention dito po sa RISE na to until December 2021. So, hopefully, yung mga winners natin dito or non-winners, ay pwede po namin kayong matulungan sa abot na basta po papasok sa aming programa. So, may mga criteria din po kami, may rules and regulations din po kami na dapat na masunod. O kaya po guideline. Pwede lang po namin kayong bigyan ng specific guideline for specific program. Thank you po and good morning.
Thank you, Sir Ronnie. Kamaylin or Dr. Abilay, sige po.
Yes, thank you, June. Before ako mag-final shot, nga pala, ang pinakamaraming entry natin ay from Oriental Mindoro. Before nag-screen para sa mga finalists. So, 11 na lang ang finalist ngayon. Na 3 category lang. Yung nasabi mo na nga kanina. Anyway, at saka yun pong training na sinasabi natin kanina, Trans-D, is for the whole of the Philippines. Kami lang po ang naatasan na mag-lead para sa buong Pilipinas. Kaya nagkataon lang po na kami ang naunang nag-conduct ng RISE sa taon na to. Kaya tamang-tama, coincidence lang na sa pag-umpisa ng mga RISE ngayong taon ay tamang-tama din na doon din kami nag-announce ng training na yun at kasi kaka-approve lang po din ito ng PSHERD, yung isang council ng DOST po, mga 2 weeks ago pa lang. So, ano lang talaga, yung sobrang tiny lang, sobrang coincidence, kaya na-announce namin itong lahat na ito dito. Bukas, malaki ang papel ng TAPI para yung sinasabi ko po na forum na para malaman nyo kung ano pa talaga ang pwedeng gawin ng DOST sa inyo ay malaki po ang papel ng TAPI doon. Kasi sila talaga ang sa buong DOST system ang maraming programa para sa mga ganitong bagay, mga inventions. Yun. So, ang ano ko po ay nagpapasalamat po ako sa ating lahat ng mga pinanggalingan ng mga entries. Every other year ay ginagawa natin to at hinahangaan ko po yung mga sobrang enthusiastic. Saludo talaga ako doon sa talagang sobrang enthusiastic at talagang passion talaga nilang mag-invento. Saludo po ako sa inyo. Sana po ituloy po ninyo ang inyong mga interest na ganito. Kasi po, yung mga invention po nyo, pag naging innovation, yun pong invention, para maging innovation ay dapat magkaroon ng user, magkaroon ng application po. So yung invention po ninyo, kapag naging innovation, yan po ay panggagalingan ng mga pagbabago sa buhay natin, sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin as a Filipino, as an individual. At the same time, magkakaroon ng pagkakanegosyohan, pagkakakitaan, and therefore, magkakaroon ng employment doon sa magiging negosyo. Hindi lang po ang employment doon sa magiging negosyo na tinatawag nating direct. Magkakaroon din po yan ng employment doon sa tinatawag na value chain nung business na create ng inyong innovation. So, malaking bagay po ang nagagawa ng inyong mga invention. Kaya ini-encourage po namin kayo na sana ituloy nyo ang inyong invention para maging innovation po. Para sa atin, para maiba ang buhay natin. Magkaroon ng magandang differentiation po. And then po, pinapasalamatan din ko po ang mga kaibigan natin sa media na walang sawa. Tingnan mo naman pandemic, pero nandyan sila. Hindi lang yung dati nating friends. Marami nating bagong mga kasama nang gagaling din sa Mimaropa nyo na patuloy patuloy nyo ang pagsuporta ng mga ginagawa ng aming sektor, ng Science, Technology, and Innovation, for short STI. Sana nandiyan kayo lagi at nandito rin po kami lagi sa inyo. Ang sabi nga po ay we rise as one. Ito pag nakasulat dyan, we rise as one. Maganda po itong sinabi ng Tati. RIC na rise, we rise as one. So maraming salamat po at mag-ingat po tayong lahat sa patuloy na pananalasa ng COVID. Yan po.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Abilay. Napakaganda pong mensahe. At katulad po ng sinabi niya, tuloy lang po tayo sa pag-iimbento at pag-research. I think walang sakuna o pandemya ang makakapigil sa atin kung tayo ay magtulong-tulong at mag-hashtag rise as one. Okay. So I think that is...
Pahabol lang po para sa ating mga media visitors today. Yun nga, i-visit nyo lang po yung aming website or aming Facebook account para po ma-well-informed kayo about the assistance ng TAPI as well as yung mga announcement po namin at mga future activities na pwedeng ma-involve. Maraming salamat po uli at magandang umaga.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Eileen. And I think that is all the time that we have for today. Para sa mga tanong na hindi nabasa ngayon or kung meron po kayong mga tanong, burning questions, ika nga, maaari lamang po kayong mag-email sa amin sa info@tapi.dost.gov.ph o di kaya naman sa acu.tapi@gmail.com at amin po kayong sasagutin sa as soon as possible. Muli, maraming salamat sa inyong pagdalo, sa ating mga friends sa media, mga partners sa media, maraming pong salamat. Maaari po kayong dumalaw sa ating virtual platform. Ang link po ay nasa comments, sa comment section sa ating Facebook at Zoom account. Pwedeng last one time link po natin ng palagay po ang link natin sa ating napakagandang virtual platform para madalaw po ninyo. Nasa gilid po, meron pong sa may kanang bahagi, meron po doong mga options o buttons kung saan po kayo pwedeng pumunta. Meron po tayong virtual centerpiece, virtual hallway, at virtual plenary hall na pag click nyo po, makikita nyo po doon ang video na magpa-play po ng video tungkol sa virtual presser at sa ating opening ceremonies. Gayon din makikita nyo po ang videos na sinubmit o sinumite ng ating mga finalists sa walls. So, explore nyo lang po ang ating virtual platform at makita-kita po tayo doon. Bukas din po, makita-kita tayo sa webinar ng DOST Mimaropa tungkol sa opportunities for inventions and innovations, protecting and commercializing your ideas ng 1:00 ng hapon. So, ito po ay mapapanood via DOST-TAPI page o kaya naman po ay sa DOST Mimaropa Facebook page. Ang link po ay makikita nyo rin po sa aming mga Facebook pages. Mag-visit lang po kayo doon at mag-register para po kayo ay makakuha ng link. At sa August 12, malalaman po natin kung sino nga ba ang magre-representa sa Mimaropa region para sa ating National Invention Contest 2022. So, magkita-kita na po tayo sa August 12 ng 1 p.m. din po para sa ating closing and awarding ceremonies. Muli, magandang araw at hanggang sa muli, isang magham na umaga sa ating lahat at magkita-kita po tayo sa mga susunod pang activities ng Rise in Mimaropa, #WeRiseAsOne. Salamat po.
Salamat.
Thank you, Doc Nenet.
Thank you, Tapi.